Hi students, today we are going to learn another module from the lesson Mina and the dinosaur. At the end of the class, you will be able to read and comprehend the paragraph, enrich your vocabulary, read and understand expression with time, identify and learn the use of quotation marks and comma. Let's see whatever things we have learned in the last class. Dear students, here there are some questions. Everyone try to find answer for this. So let us ask it. Where did Mina go with her mother? Why did she want information on dinosaurs? Name some dinosaurs mentioned in the story. Who are Jurassic animals? What is the story The Lost World about? Dear students, I hope you all can answer this question. If you can't answer this question, please read the lesson once again. In the last class, we stopped where Grandma was describing about Iguanodon dinosaurs and what was in that book. Mina was listening to her grandma very interestingly. We stopped there. Let us see what is going to happen next. Let's see what is going to happen. So we will start. So Grandma read. There were 5 of them, 2 adults and 3 young ones. They were enormous. Even the babies were as big as elephants. Now what is the grandma telling them? How many dinosaur was there? There were 5 of them, and among them 2 adult and 3 young ones are there. From the picture we can see it. They were enormous, means they were very scary to look at. Even the babies were as big as elephant. Even the baby dinosaur were big as an elephant. And the 2 large ones were far bigger than any creatures I have ever seen. They had slate colored skin which was scaled like a lizard's. It shimmered where the sun shone upon it. All 5 were sitting up. They balanced themselves on their board powerful tails and their huge hind feet. They had 3 toes on their hind feet and 5 fingers on their front feet. With their small front feet, they pulled down the branches. They looked like monstrous kangaroos 20 feet long with skins like black crocodiles. I do not know how long we stayed still, looking at this marvelous sight. A strong wind blew towards us, and we were all hidden, so the animals could not see us. Now see what is grandma telling the little girl. The person is describing like this, that even little one as big as elephant. Now let's look what is the size of 2 large one. Large one means 2 adults are there, no? Let us see what is their size. And the 2 large ones were far bigger than any creatures I have ever seen. The person cannot describe the size because it is the biggest thing that he have ever seen. They had slate colored skin. The skin was in the picture we can see ash something color is there, and which was scaled like lizard. It was scaled like lizard. It shimmered, means it shone where the sun shone upon it. When the sunlight was touching on the skin, it shone like something. All five were sitting up. They balanced themselves on their broad, powerful tails and their huge hind feet. Every dinosaur was sitting in the picture. It see they are sitting and they are balancing with their huge tail, and hind feet means the legs of an animal which are at back. So they are balancing with that one. They had three toes on their hind feet. There were three toes on the hind feet and five fingers on their front feet. On the front there is five, and on their hind feet there are three. In the picture it's very clear. Just look the picture. They had three toes on their feet and five fingers on their front feet. With their small front feet, they pulled down the branches with their hands. The front feet, which act like a hand, they pulled the branches. They look like monstrous kangaroos, like giant kangaroo. They are looking like giant kangaroos. 20 feet long. The height is almost 20 feet long, with skin like black crocodiles. The skin of this Iguanodon dinosaurs look like a black crocodile. I do not know how long we stayed still. When we saw that, we stayed still. We were very scared to move from there. So we stand still and they looking at the marvelous sight. It was a wonderful sight. So the professor and his companions stand still. In the picture we can see they are hiding behind some bushes and they are watching that dinosaur. A strong wind blew towards us as we were all hidden, so the animals could not see us. The animals was not able to see them. They hide behind some bushes. Let's see the next paragraph. Sometime to time the little ones played round their parents awkwardly. They jumped up into the air and fell down on the earth with a dull thud. The parents seemed to be endlessly strong. When one of them could not reach a branch of leaves on a big tree, he put his front leg round the trunk and tore down the tree as if it had been a sapling. We can have a look what is the meaning of this paragraph. From time to time, the little ones played round their parents awkwardly. They were playing roughly around their parents. They jumped up into the air and fell down on the earth. Like small children playing, they were jumping up and they were falling down to the earth with a dull thud. The meaning of that is a heavy sound such as that which a heavy object make when it's hit someone soft. When some heavy object hit something very soft, the noise which came out is called dull thud. The parents seem to be endlessly strong. The parents are very strong. When one of them, among the two adults, one of the parents, when they could not reach a bunch of leaf on a tree, what did he do? He put his front leg around the trunk. He just put his front leg around the trunk and tore down the tree as if it had been a sapling. Sapling means small plant, a young plant. When he was not able to get the leaves, so he simply tore the tree like we are taking a sapling. We can move on to the next paragraph. Mina had been listening wide-eyed to Grandma. As Mother came in with Grandma's tea, she said, I know where we must go for my science project, Ma. To watch Jurassic Park, said Mother, smiling. No, we should go to South Africa. So, Mina was listening to her grandma with her eyes widely open because she was that much interested to hear the stories. As mother came in with grandma's tea, she said, Ma, I know where we must go for my science project. To complete my science project, I know where should we go. And mother, with a smile, asked her, I know we want to watch Jurassic Park once again, no? But see what is the reply given by our Mina? She don't want to watch Jurassic Park. She want to go to South America. So this is the story. I hope you all like the story. Read the story once again. We have learned a word hind feet. This is a picture of hind feet, the leg of animal which are at back. It's called hind leg. From the picture it will be clear. Okay, we can move on to whatever things we have learned. Let's recollect all. Here I have given you some question. Let's go through it. You are ready? What is the name of the dinosaur mentioned here? What is it? Yes, iguanodons. Next question. Describe the family of iguanodons. How do the family look like? The family of iguanodon look like there are two adults and three young ones, and they look like monstrous kangaroos. Okay, where did Mina want to go to learn more about dinosaur? Very good. She wants to go to South America. Okay, those who cannot answer this question, read the paragraph one more time. Now, I want you all to take page number 18. There, you can see a vocabulary section is there. We are going to do that today. Before moving on to the activity, let me ask you a question. Can you list out phrases related to time? I will give you some example. Once in a week, once in a year, long, long time ago, once upon a time. Let's check how many of phrases can you write. Let's do it. So students, here I have listed some of them. We can have a look. Here are some time phrases. Once upon a time, many years ago, an hour ago, at the moment, later this evening, next week. From this, you can see that time phrases refer to the past, present and future. We can use time phrases for past, present and future. Now, let's listen to our textbook. See, you can see we can use once upon a time is used for past. At the moment, it's used for present. Next week, we can use it for future. Here are the questions. I want you all to read this question and answer it. Let's move on to the next page, page number 20. We are going to take the part punctuations. Today we are going to learn what are the uses of quotation marks and where should we put a comma. Quotation marks are used to show someone's extract words. They go before and after the person's word. Place a comma after the word that lets you know someone's talking. Don't forget the capital letter. One example is also given there. You see, we use quotation mark to highlight the sentence which a person is talking. And after completing the person's word, we put a comma. You see, and we begin a quotation mark with a capital letter. Don't forget to use a capital letter at the beginning of a punctuation. So here quotation mark is a mark to indicate speech done by something. The dialogues made by certain persons, we use it in order to highlight that dialogue, we use quotation mark. And we put a comma inside the closing quotation mark if we mention the speaker after the quotation. She said, he said, like that. Okay. Now let's do an activity in your textbook. Read this passage, insert commas and quotation marks where necessary. On page number 21 of your textbook, you can see this activity. You have to do it on your textbook itself. So, my dear students, this is the end of today's class. Hope you all have understood what we have learned today. I am asking you to read the lesson once again. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Have a nice day.